Hi, Dr. Brian. My name's Nichole Hotaling, and here are my teaching dispositions. To becoming a successful teacher, the three most important dispositions to myself would have to be to know and recognize that all students can learn, the impact of getting the community involved within the classroom, and that as an educator, I should be able to reflect upon my teaching and merge that with my schooling to better support my learners and myself professionally. By recognizing the fact that each student can learn helps me by having a positive mental attitude when it comes to teaching. I have the utmost faith in each student, and I keep in mind that they are individuals. I cannot set all their learning goals to be the same. What is one learner's goal is not the other's. This is where differentiated instruction comes into play. As I believe that each student can learn, I individualize the learning level goals. I 100% believe in getting community members involved in my classroom. I feel the more parent community involvement I have, the more I'm able to adequately individualize instruction for each learner. It truly is the key to higher quality education, as well as getting parents more involved in their child's life. I like for parents to see what I am doing for their child as well as what their child's abilities are. Getting any and all involvement within the class is extremely beneficial in many ways. To always be that effective teacher, I stand behind the fact that I should reflect upon my teaching, whether it be me thinking about how a lesson went, my principal or colleague sitting in on a lesson and giving feedback. I want to know what my strengths and my weaknesses are. The weaknesses is what I tend to focus on more so I can change those and make my teaching more effective. After my reflection, I merge that with any new knowledge that I have taken in so that my students are getting the best possible education that they can get out of me. New teachers should encompass all of these dispositions as well. If they can come into the teaching world with these dispositions, then they can and will succeed far into their teaching. Just having a strong sense of what you feel is important in your career can make all the difference, because you can have a strong foundation of what you believe in and be able to have high expectations of yourself and your students. To me, a professional educator acts in a professional manner with the colleagues, parents, and even students. An educator is supposed to be a model for the students who will be our future leaders. If an educator is not conducting themselves in a professional manner, then they could potentially not produce highly educated students. Educators should not only teach learners new content, but also teach students how to be professional themselves. One major standard that should guide an educator's thinking is professional responsibility. That is giving each learner a safe environment to be themselves. If as an educator you can do that, you can really get students to engage in high quality discussion and or core instruction. Being an educator is where learners' career begins, and we have to do the best that we know how so that we are producing the best learner possible for our future. And that is my teaching disposition. Thank you.